Hi, this is my reaction video to Farm to Fridge. I actually became a vegetarian last year in September 2012, and I saw similar videos that were linked with Yahoo or whatnot, but I'm sure that I haven't seen this video. I'm a vegetarian. I do eat eggs and fish, and it's quite possible that I may not be eating them after I see this video. I'm a little scared. I'm a crybaby. Anyway, here we go.
In the next few minutes, you will be given an eye-opening look behind the closed doors of modern farms, hatcheries, and slaughter plants, revealing the journey that animals make from farm to fridge.
Pork.
For nearly their entire 4-month pregnancies, mother sows are locked in narrow metal stalls barely larger than their own bodies. Many of the animals develop open sores and scratches. Workers often kick, hit, and yell at pigs to move them. Soon after birth, piglets are castrated by workers who cut into their skin and rip out their testicles.
Oh my God.
Next, the workers chop off their tails. Both of these painful procedures are nearly always done without anesthesia. Many animals die from botched mutilations. Piglets who become sick or injured or who are not growing quickly enough are killed. Common killing methods include throwing animals
Just
into
shot the little
bins
piglet
and
in the
painfully
head.
gassing them with carbon dioxide. Others are killed by being slammed headfirst into the ground. At a factory farm in Ohio,
definitely haven't
workers
seen
killed
this.
injured sows by hanging them on a forklift to be slowly strangled to death, a practice defended by the pork industry.
How is this defended?
Pigs raised for meat typically live only 5 to 6 months, a mere fraction of their natural lifespan, in overcrowded pens like this. Workers frequently tattoo the animals with ID numbers by hitting them with metal-spiked mallets. Once pigs have reached market weight, they are sent to slaughter. At the slaughterhouse, pigs are knocked in the head with a steel rod, hung upside down, and have their throats slit. Improper stunning condemns many pigs to having their throats slit while they are fully conscious and suffering. Others are even scalded alive in the hair removal tanks.
Eggs.
From the moment they hatch, the egg industry subjects chicks to horrors few of us can even imagine. At the hatchery, workers quickly and roughly sort the males from the females. Because male chicks don't lay eggs and do not grow quickly
How
enough
do these
to be
people
raised
do this?
profitably for meat, they are killed within hours after
It
hatching.
must be mental.
Male chicks are typically thrown into giant grinding machines while still alive. This practice is deemed standard and acceptable by the egg industry. Another killing method is to drop male chicks into trash bags to be smothered or suffocated. More than 200 million unwanted male chicks are killed on their first day of life each year in the United States. The females have it even worse, destined for a life of prolonged cruelty. To reduce pecking induced by overcrowded living conditions, workers use a hot blade or laser to remove part of the chick's beaks. This mutilation can cause both acute and chronic pain. After debeaking, the birds are moved to cages where they will spend the rest of their lives. Nearly 95% of egg-laying hens spend their lives confined in tiny wire cages like this.
This is horrible.
most birds never see sunlight or breathe fresh air.
I've eaten so
They
many
are
eggs
packed
throughout
so
my
tightly
life.
they cannot even spread their wings, walk, or turn around
Now
without
that I'm
pushing other
in
birds aside.
Australia, I
The
eat
harsh
free
and
range, but
unrelenting
I
environment of the cage takes its toll,
don't even
often
wanna
leading to severe feather loss,
eat
open
those anymore.
wounds, and birds trapped in cage wire. For many hens, the stressful confinement is too much, leading to premature death. Undercover investigations at egg farms from coast to coast have revealed a culture of cruelty and neglect, including workers stomping on birds, throwing live hens on dead piles and in trash cans, and painfully mangling bird spines in botched attempts to break their necks. At 1 or 2 years of age, when a hen's egg production begins to decline, she is violently ripped from her cage. Workers often fling the birds into metal carts where they are painfully suffocated with carbon dioxide. Crowded by the thousands into filthy sheds, chickens and turkeys are denied many of their most basic natural behaviors and needs, such as fresh air and exercise. Through genetic selection, chickens and turkeys raised for meat have been bred to grow so large so quickly that many suffer crippling
How
weight
many
disorders,
Thanksgivings
chronic
have
joint
we
pain,
eaten
and even fatal heart attacks. Sick
turkey?
or injured birds often have their necks broken. Others are clubbed to death.
Oh my god.
Those who live to reach market weight are thrown into transport crates and loaded onto trucks bound for slaughter plants.
Oh my god, this
Handling
is...
is often violent and frequently causes bruises, broken bones, and other injuries. At the slaughter plant, the birds are dumped from their crates, then roughly snapped upside down into moving shackles by their fragile legs. From there, the birds are dragged through an electrified vat of water which renders them paralyzed, but not necessarily unconscious. They are then pulled across a blade which slices their throats, causing blood to pour from their necks. Some of the birds who miss the blade have their throats slit or their heads ripped off by a backup killer. Other birds are drowned and scalded in the tanks of hot water designed to loosen the bird's feathers. Cows produce milk for the same reasons that humans do, to nourish their young. But calves on dairy farms are dragged away from their mothers and violently killed, all so that humans can have the milk instead.
Oh my god. How do these people do this? Oh my...
The majority of today's dairy cows are confined on factory farms. Some spend almost their entire lives standing on concrete floors. Others are crammed into massive mud lots.
I drink milk
Workers
too.
subject young cows to painful mutilations and amputations. Here, a worker cuts off a cow's tail, slicing through her sensitive skin, nerves, and bone without any painkillers. Another routine practice is dehorning, burning into the calves' skulls to remove their budding horns. Painkillers are rarely used. A 2010 undercover investigation at a dairy farm in Ohio revealed a farm worker stabbing cows with pitchforks, beating them in the head with crowbars, and punching baby
Oh my
calves.
god. How do you live with yourself? Let me stop on your freaking head, you jerk off.
Disease-ridden factory farm environments. Cows too sick or injured to stand are called downers and are often left to slowly suffer and die from their injuries. At a fraction of their natural lifespan, the so-called spent dairy cows are prodded onto transport trucks and shipped to slaughterhouses. An undercover investigation at a slaughterhouse in California revealed downed dairy cows being kicked, shot, pushed with forklifts, and water hosed in the mouth and nostrils in an effort to get them to the kill floor. Most cattle raised for beef endure several mutilations without painkillers, including castration.
Oh my
Hot iron branding.
Oh my god.
Most spend the last few months of their lives in overcrowded feedlots, standing in their own waste. Unreliable, stunning practices at the slaughterhouse condemn many cattle to having their throats cut.
Oh my
Their limbs
god.
hacked off while still alive and conscious. Undercover investigations at kosher slaughterhouses in the United States have documented the routine practice of cutting open the throats of fully aware and alert cattle.
That is horrible. It's still freaking alive. Oh my god. Poor
Fish and other sea animals are sensitive, intelligent creatures who have a demonstrated capacity to suffer pain. Massive trawling nets indiscriminately drag hundreds of tons of fish and other animals along the ocean floor.
inhumane.
As
Or
they are
how,
dragged up from the ocean depths, the fish undergo excruciatingly painful
like
decompression.
when you go
The
home,
extreme
do you
changes
like
in pressure
freaking,
can rupture their swim bladders
oh
and
yeah, I
pump out
killed
their
some
eyes.
cows today.
They are then
Oh yeah,
tossed
I
on
punched
board where
a
the surviving fish
little
either
cow,
suffocate or are
veal,
crushed to
whatever.
death. Others are still alive when they are hacked apart on these floating slaughterhouses.
I killed 1,000 chickens today. Like, how do you
Untold
live with
millions
yourself?
of dolphins, turtles, and other non-target aquatic animals are
Imagine
also
like
killed
how
by
if they
ocean
have
trawler
pets,
nets
how they
each year.
treat them. Like
Today, approximately 1 in 5 fish consumed
like I love
worldwide
my
is raised in
babies. I have
captivity.
3 dogs and
Like factory-farmed animals on land,
this is
farm-raised fish are
horrible.
crowded by the tens of thousands in small,
Oh, I
disease
eat
and
fish
excrement-ridden
too.
areas for their entire lives. When fish reach market weight, they are loaded onto tanker trucks and shipped to slaughter, where common killing methods include slow suffocation.
He just skinned the fish alive. Oh my god. Like okay, I'm a chef and you cut the fish or
Farmed
whatever. You know, you
animals
really
are every
don't.
bit as intelligent,
You kind of put it
curious, and
away
capable of
in the back
feeling
of your
pain
head
and suffering
and you don't
as the
think
dogs
of
and
how
cats so many of
the
us know and
fish
love.
or the beef
If you
or the
are at all
lamb gets
moved by
on
this
your
film, please do your
table.
part. Make a commitment today to explore a vegan diet.
Again,
Be
you
one
push
of
it to the
best
side,
decisions of your
but
life. By
like once you
withdrawing
see
our
this, like
support
how,
of this
like
cruel
I can't.
and violent system, we can put our ethics
And
on
my
the table
chefs,
and make a statement for a kinder and more
if
compassionate
they ever see
society
this,
for all animals.
they
For
make
delicious
not
vegan
fun of me,
recipes,
but they're like,
nutritional
well, how are you a
information,
chef and
tips
like
on
how do
making the
you,
transition
how are
to
you
a
gonna cook
plant-based
and
diet,
stuff? I
please
mean,
visit chooseveg.com.
to each his own. I'm not a hypocrite, but I can't. I love animals too much to do this. This is horrible. This is like, so no more meat, of course, since September. Definitely no more milk or eggs or even fish, which I've gotten accustomed to not eating it or anything. I don't know how I've done it, but this is, we have to do stuff. I don't know what, but at least tranquilize them or painkillers, something like you have to be mental to be doing this stuff. I mean, I hit a deer once in Georgia and I cried all the way to work. Like, how do you go home after killing all these animals? What do you say to your family? Like, I don't get it. What are your thoughts? Put your comments and be nice. Like, I don't know. I've never really put a video up of myself, so yeah. Become a vegan or vegetarian at least. These animals don't deserve this.